But since I'm out on the street every single day and I'm by myself, I just feel like, and every single, I'm not kidding, you just go back in the videos, you'll see this. Every single house on this street is a business. There's on the first floor, there is no like residence. Like every single address on this street, I'll have to get the name of it, is a business. So people just see you. They just recognize like, oh, it's that guy, you know, like it's just the same person. I mean, think about your neighborhood. Think about, you know, I mean, you might have just people who go walking in your neighborhood and they go walking at the same time every single day. You might not know them, but you definitely recognize them. So I feel like that's what's happening here. And so for a tourist, without a camera, you're here for a couple days. It's like, it's safe. You know what I mean? Like no one knows you. No one has seen you enough to even ask anything. But I feel like now I've been here for the better portion of a month, and here's the third thing, right? So I go out after my coffee. I walk down. I didn't take my camera out once today. I go to the mall. I walk around the mall. It's just my daily walk, and I'm on my way back. And there's this guy. He's talking to some other guy just on the sidewalk, and he's kind of glancing at me, you know. And I'm walking towards him, and we're making eye contact, like, you know. And at this point, we've made eye contact so much that I'm like, I'm gonna say something. I'm just gonna be like, oh, hey, what's up? I noticed he had some like red J's on, like some Jordans. I was like, oh, nice shoes. And I said it in English, you know, just to keep it short, keep on moving. Hopefully he doesn't even know what the fuck I said. So I like point down, I'm like, oh, nice shoes. So I'm walking, 2-3 minutes go by. He catches up to me, David. And he's like, oh, hey man, I just wanted to like introduce myself. I've seen you, like, you know, I saw you yesterday, and like you hang out, you know, you go get some coffee, whatever. Which, like, look, if this happened to me, which it never does in Salem, in my hometown, or really like anywhere in the US, actually I take that back. You know, just certain places in the US that are dangerous too. Whatever. But like, generally speaking, in my hometown, in my area where I'm from, if that happened to me, I would not think twice, okay? But again, here, I'm by myself. Okay, and this is the number one fucking question that I cannot fucking stand people asking me is, are you here with anyone? Oh my God, oh my God. Cause it's like, you can't even lie. You can't, because you're here. Like, if you tell people that you're here with someone, then eventually they're gonna be like, where's that person you said you were with? You know what I mean? Like, so I told him the truth. I was like, you know, I'm just like kind of like a solo traveler and this and that. And he's, you know, and like, look, just to let you know, he was super nice. He was super respectful. And he told me, you know, he lives a little down south, not in Bello, but he lives close by, and he has a little shop here. He sells, think of like a party city, okay? So he sells like piñatas and stuff like that, things for like parties, right? So we exchanged numbers. He's like, hey, if you want to hang out sometime, like, you know, let me know, hit me up. And he did come across as like a pretty chill dude. The thing is, it's just such a freaking risk, guys. Like, it's just such a risk, and it's only because I'm about, you know what I need? You want to know what I need? This. That's what I need, okay? This is what I need. I've seen people walking around with these things, and it is like, you are not going to mess with someone walking around with this, okay? Forget about the knife. I mentioned the knife. Forget about the gun. I mentioned gun. Forget about, you know, whatever. Like, this is what you need, you know? Because who the hell wants to deal with something that can plow you to the ground and possibly tear a couple of tendons in your arm. Anyway, but I don't have it. I don't have that wonderful, wonderful teddy bear. So I have to err on the side of caution. I have to just be super, super careful. I have to be super freaking cautious. And it's a shame because I feel like, so, you know, these people I mean, he could have the best intentions in the world. Like, he's like, hey, you know, I've just seen you. You know, I'm just curious. That's all. And no, you know, no worries or whatever. But if you want to hang out, you know, hit me up and we'll go shoot the shit, whatever. I told him, I'm like, hey, you know, because he asked me, he's like, what do you know, like, what do you do? And I told him, I'm like, you know, I live under a rock. I'm at my place and I study all day, which isn't really a lie. Like, I'm basically looking for jobs. Like, I've been telling you guys, I've been looking for jobs for some time now. And that's basically it. I'm just studying. And, like, the only time I leave the house is to go to the gym, to go get my daily coffee at the coffee shop. I'm not drinking, okay? So I'm not at any bars. And then maybe every couple of nights or so, I'll go out and get like a burger, get dinner or something. Other than that, it's like I'm gonna go get groceries. I go buy my plátanos and my freaking water, and I come home and I cook my food. And like I told you guys, like, I'm not living this lavish freaking life because I want to get a job, right? My rental income is enough to cover the basics, right? Like, I'm not worrying, I'm not suffering. My Airbnb is paid for. I got money to just whatever, get my shampoo, my soap, whatever I need. But in order for me to just be like bawling, like, hey, we're gonna go out tonight, even here where it's super cheap, you gotta have a job, right? I'm not at a point where I can rent out my house, to a point where I have a mortgage to pay, I have bills to pay back at home. So a good portion of my rental income is paying my actual mortgage and whatnot. So I have a pretty small percent of that profit to actually spend here. That's pretty much it. It kind of sucks, you know. I will hit him up. And this is the third person. David is the third person who has come up to me, just has noticed me, right? Like I've been saying, and like just wants to hang out. He's like, hey dude, you just like, you seem like you got a pretty good vibe, you know, you seem, you know, just like you're whatever, like, and I do appreciate that, you know what I mean? I do appreciate that. If there is someone I'm gonna hang out with, it's gonna be Sebastian. I've just seen him every day. He works at the coffee shop. He looks like a hard worker. Like the people there know him. He's been there, you know what I mean? He's not lying about where he works or where he is. So I'm gonna hit him up. So chances are, you know, if we're good, right? And I freaking know that it's the same thing that happened in Poblado. Like when you are asking somebody for a favor, basically he's gonna serve as like protection. He's gonna give me kind of hints and tips about where to go, and just having another person, you're already safer because you're with a buddy. You gotta pay him. You gotta pay. You know what I mean? You gotta pay for that. So how much is he gonna want? I don't know. I'm not sure, but that's pretty much it. The first couple of videos I posted, I was asking, hey, is this safe? Is this place safe? I'm going to conclude that the answer is no, okay? Again, if you're a tourist, you're here for a couple of days, you're here for a week, yes, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Like, no one knows you. And for a short amount of time, that works to your advantage. No one knows you. And you can walk around, just don't walk around with an $800 camera. But if you're here as a tourist and you're just whatever exploring, you're fine. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about capturing people in your frame and then them trying to grab your stuff. But as far as like full freedom and full safety of having nothing to worry about, nope, this isn't the place. Sorry. Like I said, you know, I don't want to talk shit about a place that, you know, I feel like the economy here, the people here, for the most part, everyone here works really hard and they have jobs and they have a life and there are kids and there's families and everything that you see in a regular, normal community. But I'm not going to pretend that it's as safe as where I'm coming from. It's not. It's not. If I have to be afraid to take out a camera just to, not even to record the environment, you know, just to record myself, my own effing face. If I have to worry about that, it's not safe. It's not safe. It's not safe. So I think I'm gonna end it there, guys. I'll keep posting you on the job hunt and everything, and we'll go from there. If anything else comes up, I'll keep you posted. Other than that, take care. Have a good night. See you next time.